Hey guys, it's Sam, and today I want to talk about new information we have for the Shadow and Bone Netflix series. So I've already done two different talks on this, on the casting, I think the original casting and then some follow-up casting, so I will link my other videos discussing those things on the screen so you guys don't have to worry about asking about those things in the comments because I've already talked about that at length. So the more recent information we have for the first season is some of the episode names, not necessarily the order, we had the order of a couple of them, but the episode titles, and then the music for like the opening credits. I think I want to talk about the music first since that's like the beginning of it. As of the filming of this video, this just got released on like Twitter after a panel that Lee was in like yesterday. So I've only heard it recently. I'm gonna play it for myself right now and let you guys see the facial expression. So pull up your own audio of this and then you can see what I'm listening to. I don't want to get copyrighted or something. The like eerie suspense. Oh, it sounds like so dark. I can like see like action scenes happening to this. I can definitely see that as like an intro with like showing, you know, either action things or almost like similar to like a Game of Thrones opening where like it's not necessarily showing like the characters, but it's showing like scenery or like magic or things like that. Like, so good. So yeah, that vibe is really exciting. And I was reading an article too that was showing some of the like directors and stuff, and one of the directors was like an Umbrella Academy director of episodes and stuff, and I really enjoy that show. It has problems, but I really enjoy just like the cinematography of that show. So I've just like really high hopes for like the aesthetic of it all in combination with the actors that I've already talked about, like the look and the vibe. So good. So I'm going to go through the episode titles that we have. I will link this article in the description down below that you guys can go and check out if you want to for some of the information. So episode 1 we know is called A Searing Burst of Light. That is very obviously, and I'm just going to go through like what I think is going to happen in like some of these episodes. I really think that's just going to be like the beginning of the Shadow and Bone book 1, you know, where they're going into like the Unsea and all that kind of stuff, and like she shows that, you know, that she has the power and everything. I think that's just going to be very much like that first episode. I don't know if we'll get like the Six of Crows characters in that very first episode, like possibly, but I think it's mostly going to be like the Alina stuff. And they have Show Me Who You Are as episode 5. I think that could possibly be stuff with like Baghra. I don't know if it would take all the way until episode 5. Part of me kind of feels like that could potentially be like when in, again, Shadow and Bone book 1. Most of the stuff is going to be book 1 stuff. Obviously, I think they've kind of confirmed that. But I think episode 5 could be like her actually claiming her powers a bit. Is that too late into the season? It kind of depends on how much they combine Six of Crows stuff with this, right? But I sort of feel like Show Me Who You Are could be like the scene where she's like training with Baghra and she's finally like letting her power fully come to her. I think that could be episode 5. No Mourners, I feel like could be episode 2. So, you know, no mourners, no funerals. I think that could sort of be our introduction to some of the Six of Crows characters a bit. I'm going to completely butcher this name. Okatsia, which is refuse in Russian. I will spell it down here. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, and right now someone's gonna put in the comments like, this is what this was! But if it's not something that's already in the story, which again, I can't remember, and you guys are gonna be like, I'm sorry. I'm not like a Grisha complete expert in every single word that's been in those books, because I haven't read the whole series since 2015. I reread, I think Siege and Storm like last year, but again, it's like been a while. So I feel like that could be some of the like, if it's refuse in Russian, I think that could be like her leaving the Darkling and like running away, possibly that episode. The Heart is an Arrow, I think that's gonna be like Kaz and Inej backstory stuff. because that is so like, or maybe just Inej backstory stuff, I don't know, but like that is like an Inej line and like kind of referencing Kaz and Inej, so I think that could be more of like their stuff. The Making at the Heart of the World, I don't know what that could be. Part of me feels like that could be even like episode 2 or like something early on, like showing time at like the Grisha, you know, like palace, like the little palace and stuff like that. I feel like it could be a lot of like that passage of time, training sequence, Grisha world stuff, maybe. The Unsee is definitely going to be like them going like after he like takes her to like back to the Unsee. That could be like the finale, maybe like the finale episode, you know, where like they go back to the Unsee, I think. Again, who knows? I'm just doing theories here. And then Where All Someone's Monster, I think, could be like a combination of like Darkling backstory stuff with like Kaz backstory stuff potentially, and kind of showing like these two sort of like monstrous people and like their backstory. Again, I don't know how much we're gonna get of like Six of Crows stuff in this first season. I think it's much more going to be backstory information than anything else. But that's kind of, those are kind of my thoughts. Those are kind of my theories. And then as far as when we'll get the actual show, the theory is that's probably going to be early next year, and I think that's true. Apparently they're filming a little bit in October, like right now, or they just finished. I forget if it's like right now or they just finished, but they were filming a few more things up in Canada, in Vancouver. So I think like to get everything ready, I don't think it's going to be the end of the year. I think it'll be the beginning of next year. I could be wrong, but the fact that we don't have like a trailer or anything makes me think it's going to be more like early 2021. So that is it for all of my thoughts about the most recent Shadow and Bone information, but definitely comment down below, let me know your thoughts, especially about the like episode titles. Like, what do you think they're going to be trying to do with some of those things? Definitely let me know your theories. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.